What up, guys? This is gonna be a quick vid. I tried to make this earlier, but there was a problem uploading it. It wouldn't upload at all. So I'm just gonna try and do this as quick as I can. This is gonna be my review for my Raw review from last night. Sorry, I didn't get around to it till now. I was busy last night. I did see the show though. Overall, it was a good show. Another good one, I thought. Not really as great as last week's first one of 2011, but this one was still pretty good. Some good segments and stuff. The only good match tonight or last night was Sheamus and John Morrison. I thought it was a pretty good match. They have good chemistry together as two. Morrison won with a running knee. I really hope he gets back into the WWE title picture. I can't believe I can't like picture how they just you know dropped him like from it just because he lost to Miz. Like they're not even adding him. I'd love to see him get added to the Orton Miz match of the Rumble triple threat match, but maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I just hope Morrison, gets back to the main event picture. This definitely it should not be this shouldn't have just been a one-time thing. So, but Raw was good. It opened up with the Santino and Kozlov coming out for their defending their titles. I think I don't know who against who, but Nexus, the new Nexus, attacked them and disposed of them, and then basically throughout the whole night, Punk said each you and Nexus are going to go through initiations to see if you belong in the group. So the first one, they had Michael McGillicuddy be on a receiving end of one of the Nexus beatdowns. So Otunga hit him with his finisher, then Slater, and then Gabriel. They all did it hesitantly though, and then Husky Harris hit his running senton, and then Gabriel hit his 450 splash. And then they literally picked up his limp carcass, put it on Punk's shoulders, and he hit the GTS. So go to sleep, McGillicuddy. So I guess and then they carried his body, just his limp body, back to the back. They had new shirts too. It was like Punk, the same shirt of Punk, like the fist holding the lightning bolt, but it was yellow, black and yellow, obviously. Black and yellow. But yeah. So that was good. Then Otunga's initiation was next. He got the shit kicked out of him by the Big Show. Got chokeslam, got tossed around the outside, got chokeslammed, got knockout punch. I don't know why he was there. Big Show was on Raw, but and then Husky Harris's initiation, he had to get whipped by a belt by each member of Nexus 3 times. So Slater, Otunga and Gabriel each did it, and Punk was like, "Take your shirt off," or to Husky. So they all just whipped his bare back, and then Punk was the last one to go. He whipped him like 5, 6, 7 times, like vicious. And then Slater and Gabriel's initiation was to hit each other with kendo sticks, and they were in the locker room, and Punk was like, "Do it," and they were getting ready to hit each other, and then they turned their attention to him, and he's like, "You're gonna hit me?" He's like, "Fine, go ahead," and like closed his eyes, like just held his arms out, like, "Go ahead, let me have it," and they just didn't do it. They just like dropped them. They both left. So I don't know if they're out of Nexus. I hope they're not. Those are two of my favorites in the group. I think they both have a lot of talent. I hope they come back next week. So they're all initiated, I guess, and then later in the night, Punk was up on the Titantron, and he's like, I know it's time for my initiation or whatever. He's like, "You really think I'm gonna jump off and break every bone in my body?" Or it's like, he's like, "Do you people want me to jump off and like tear every muscle and like break every bone in my body?" And they're like, "Yeah, like really, you want a human being to like jump 50, 60 feet to his death, like right in front of you?" I'm like, really? That's pretty cool, faggots. I mean, as much as I hate Cena, I mean, at times I wish he would get his ass kicked, like for real. I'd never wish death upon anyone. That's just ridiculous. So I mean, that part was fans are just idiots. Just shows how dumb they are. But then Punk is like, "Oh, do you think you guys are the biggest people here in Nashville, the biggest pathetic group of sheep, like a gullible group of sheep I've ever seen." And he's like, "I have a harness." Sorry about that. He said, he's like, he's like, "I have 2 guys spot me back here as I have a harness on underneath," which it was yellow. It's just matched his shirt, so it's pretty funny. So he came down. The rest of the Nexus guys who got their ass kicked tonight came down, and then Cena goes up on the Titantron, and he says his piece or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "I'm challenging you to a match next week, Punk." Punk's like, "I accept." And Cena just got all serious then. And he's like, "Next week you will be dealt with." And he said, "Next week it's not about like T-shirt. It ain't about T-shirts and armbands. It's about whooping your ass. And it's like, whoa, ass. Like, wow, that's like, really? Sure they're allowed to say that? So it was cool to see that. Last night felt like it was really weird though, kind of during like especially the whipping segment of Husky Harris. It was kind of weird. But with that, who knows, man? This could be going back to WWE could be moving to TV 14 again, at least PG 13 sometime this year. I just have a feeling. And they tried to like edit it out ass. It looked like after, but man, do it. Who cares? Ass. Like, I'm sure little kids have never heard the word ass before. I mean, really, when you think about it, it sounds so stupid when you see John Cena like I'm gonna kick your butt, or like, really, get out of here. So yeah, that happened. So it'll be CM Punk next week in Little Rock, Arkansas. It should be good stuff. I don't know how Cena's gonna be wrestling. How hurt he is, we'll see. What else? Daniel Bryan and Mark Henry beat Tyson Kidd and Ted DiBiase. I don't think Ted DiBiase's won a match since November on Raw. He won a match on NXT with his rookie like a few weeks ago, but that doesn't mean shit. I mean, Maurice was looking sexy as hell though, and the Bellas were with Daniel Bryan. They were wearing really skimpy dresses. It's like another reason, like, I don't know, just their outfits kind of looked like, they weren't skimpy, but it's like not what they'd wear. It just looked like kind of PG 13ish, but they're all hot as hell anyway. I just want to see Daniel Bryan and Ted DiBiase in a feud. Why not put those two in a feud? Like, what is Daniel Bryan? The last time he defended his U.S. title was at Hell in a Cell against John Morrison, Miz, in a triple threat submissions count anywhere match. I don't know what WWE's thinking, but yeah, those two need to be in a feud. I really like Ted. I want him to get a winning streak. I like Daniel Bryan too. I want to see him, be a credible champion. So I think he is, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I just want to see him, defend his title. What else? Like I said, Sheamus versus John Morrison was a good match. What else? Oh, Shawn Michaels, the first person announced into the WWE Hall of Fame, 2011 WWE Hall of Fame, which is great. And then he actually was there. He came out. His music played, and I was like, holy shit, he came out. And, I mean, the crowd should have been a lot louder. It was, God, these crowds are just pathetic. But it was awesome seeing him. And Alberto Del Rio came out. HBK didn't even get a word in. Del Rio's like, he's like, after I win the world title or WWE title, where after I win the Royal Rumble and then I go on to WrestleMania and win the WWE title, World Heavyweight title, he's like, I'll be known as the new Mr. WrestleMania. And HBK didn't even say anything. Bam, sweet chin music. Just nailed it. Looked like he got him pretty good, too. That was good to see. God, I miss HBK. I'd really love to see him back, but he's doing another, spending time with his family. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, but it was always good to see Shawn. So that was cool. Let's see, what else? And then the main event was Randy Orton, Jerry the King Lawler versus and Alberto Del Rio beat R-Truth by countout earlier. Forgot about that on the special. I guess they're just trying to get Del Rio some exposure. That's why he's been on Raw the last 2 weeks. And then the main event was Alex Riley and the WWE Champion The Miz versus Jerry the King Lawler and Randy Orton in a tag team match. King and Orton won. Orton and an RKO on Miz, and then one on Riley. I don't know who. Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah. So yeah, RKO on Riley, and then King hit his patented fist drop from the second rope on Riley. Got the pin, and that's how Raw ended. So. Orton and King got the win. So overall, it was a good show. Like I said, nothing special. Not as great as last week's, but it was still, good. They're moving in the right direction, I think. Hopefully SmackDown is just as good this Friday. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get this video in. Hopefully this uploads. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Raw. And I'll be back whenever my next video. I make a couple days or something. I'm out. Peace.